Defender of the poor, hero, or cold-blooded monster. Many have conflicting opinions and views about Argentine Marxist revolutionary Ernesto Che Guevara de la Serna. Whether you like him or not, what cannot be denied are his many achievements. Che Guevara was a great political activist. He dedicated his life to throwing away imperialism and bringing about the development of socialism. Che became a countercultural figure of resistance and revolution as a result of his tireless efforts. He wore many hats during his life, including doctor, author, guerrilla leader, diplomat, and military thinker. What led him to do all he did? Che couldn't stand the deplorable living conditions of the poor in his country and the hardships faced by them. His early expeditions had a profound impact on him and fueled his feelings of rage and contempt, turning him into a rebel. Along with Fidel Castro, he is said to have played a key part in the Cuban Revolution and was responsible for the country's victory against former president and dictator Fulgencio Batista. Che was not the only communist to help his country. Many names come to mind when we talk about communism. Chinese leader Mao Zedong, North Korean political leader Kim Jong-il are the most common to know. They're part of a few figures in history famous for being communists. Various historians believe Che's heart was in the right place, what he was doing for the welfare of the people he was attempting to assist. Whether you agree with them or not, decades after, the legacy of Che Guevara lives on. To know more about his personal and political journey, dive into our list of top 5 Che Guevara facts below. Number 1. Che Guevara has a perfume named after him. Labiofam creates cleaning products and dietary supplements in Havana, Cuba. In September 2014, they came up with Ernesto and Hugo perfumes. This was in honor of the revolutionary leader Che Guevara and the late Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez. However, the Cuban government banned the said perfume, calling it a grave error. Number 2. It took 30 years to find Che Guevara's body. After he died in 1967, Che Guevara's body was not found until 30 years after. Retired Bolivian General Mario Vargas Salinas confessed he took part in burying Che and his comrades. This was in a pit near the edge of Vallegrande's dirt airstrip. Because of this, President Gonzalo Sanchez de Lozada sent out a search party. The goal was to find Che Guevara's remains along with his comrades. Number 3. Che Guevara's use of the word Che earned him the nickname. Che is an interjection or common name for Che Guevara. In English, it corresponds to expressions such as dude, bro, or man. His Cuban comrades called him Che because of his frequent use of the word, which was a foreign word to them. Definitely a good-to-know item in these Che Guevara facts. Number 4. To fight boredom, Che Guevara read books. While living in the Sierra Maestra Mountains, Che Guevara spent time reading non-fiction books. He did it to distract himself from vices. He was almost hit by an airstrike that one time. The reason for this? He was reading Edward Gibbon's The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, that time. Growing up, Che's home contained more than 3,000 books, which led him to become a book lover. Number 5. Che Guevara helped increase literacy in Cuba. Fidel Castro's movement was the one who overthrew Fulgencio Batista. This was on January 1, 1959. With this, the new revolutionary government started a series of economic reforms. One of the many reforms was the educational reform. Before 1959, the literacy rate for Cuba was between 60 to 76%. After the Cuban literacy campaign, the national literacy rate increased to 96%. Hope you like our video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos and update.